So like I was saying, so you would see on the comment section, uh, pending comment that is waiting for review. So approved, you can see we have only one comment that is approved. And then you can also see spam and trash. If you actually deleted any comments, you see them on the trash. So another thing we also want to see also, we have talked about the spam, quick edit and all of that. So, yep. So we can go to the next section where we have the appearance. Under the appearance, you will see two sections. Defaultly, remember I said by the time you begin to install a theme, by the time you begin to install a theme, by the time we change the theme rather and install more plugins, so many things are going, so many changes and so many additions will take place. So, yep. So when you hover on appearance, you will see theme and then you will see editor. So on this, on the appearance, if you click on the theme section, let's check out the theme. So that's where you see all the themes that has been installed. So defaultly, these themes are installed on your WordPress. When you install the WordPress, it defaultly comes with all these themes. You can see it's 2025, the one you are currently on, and then we have 2024, 2023. So we're not going to be using any of this theme. Now above, you will see add new theme. This is the button where that's where you visit to add new theme. When we're talking about the theme, we will buttress more on that. So here is where you see your themes. This is the active theme. So this is a position that the active theme is always on. You can see active is on this one. On this other one, you see there's no active on them. So if I want to switch a theme now, if I click on this activate, I should click activate this theme will come to this position. You can see, and then active will then be behind the name. So we're still going to adjust this. So we're just going to leave this. So the next thing is the editor. 99% of the time, you will not access this section. I repeat, 99% of the time, you will not access this section because this is like so you're not going to really need this. You will not be doing anything here. So you won't really be doing anything here. So you can just play around this. You can see navigator style, pages, templates, patterns. So you won't be doing anything here. There's going to be a better interface and better explanation will be given on where you can do editing and all of that. So you could see the theme editor. This is where you can edit that particular theme that is being installed. The editor you're seeing there, that's where you can edit that theme, but you will not really be working with that. There's going to be a better option provided for you. Just follow the training. So the next thing we're checking here is the plugins. So if you hover on the plugin, you will see install plugins and then add new plugins. And then if we click on install plugins, you're going to see the list of all the plugins that has been installed while we were installing the WordPress, the plugins that comes defaultly with it. So here you see this one and this other one. So both of them here, we're going to delete this because we will not need it, the Hello Dolly. So we can actually delete both. So if we get to that part, we cross it. So if you want to add a new plugin, this is where all the plugins that you installed. Remember I said plugins deals with functionalities. The functions you want to go and search for the plugins that actually would help you carry out that function. So if you want to add any plugin, this is where you click. Once you click here, it will take you to the plugin repository where you can see a lot of free plugins that you can use. So either you click here or you click here, both will take you through the interface. So the next thing we want to show here is the user. Now if you hover, you're going to see all user, add new user, and then profile of that particular user that is currently logged in. So we'll check the first one, which is the all user. So by the time you click on that option, you're going to see all the user. Presently, we have just the admin only, the person, the account who installed the WordPress. That's the only user we have presently. If you want to add new user, you can click here to add new user, or you click here to add new user. So both are doing the same work. And then if you hover on this user, you can edit the user or you can view the user. So whichever one, by the time we're talking about user, we'll buttress more on this. and then profile. Click on profile. It will show you the profile of that of the present user. That's the admin itself. So you can see some explanation. We're talking about user, you understand more. Then here we have the tools. The tools is where we have the uh, available tools, import, export, site health, export personal data, erase personal data, theme editor file, plugin editor file. So like I also to also bring to your notice, most of the time you would not really be needing to touch anything here also. If you're just after building your site, you will not really need to touch anything here. So this is important in case you want to import things out. So we'll start with the first interface. Let's click on the available tools. So you can see categories and tags converter. So presently, this is what we have as the interface for the available tools. If you want to convert a categories to tags, or vice versa, use the category and tag converter available for the import screen. So if you go to the next one, just don't let that bother you too much. You don't really need it. We come to the next one, import. So in case you want to import, as you want to bring in some content, as you mean you were using bloggers before, and now you want to transfer your content from bloggers to WordPress. You can do that. Live journal, you can also do that. You can do that on all those platforms. From WordPress to WordPress itself, you can also transfer. Let's say you're transferring from one WordPress account to another WordPress account. You can do that also with imports. Then the exports, you are sending out. See, you are sending out. So here, are you sending all content out? Are you sending just the post, just the page, just the media? So whatever you want to export out of your site. So you select that and then you click on download export file. So it's going to encrypt the file and download a zip file for you. So site health, it's going to tell you the health condition of your site. If there's issue with your site, if there's anything wrong, you can see results are still loading. Site health, you see 4 recommended action. You should remove inactive plugins. You should remove inactive themes. 1 or more recommended module are missing. Disk space available to safely perform updates. The authorized header is missing. So this is where you see if there are issues with your site. This is where you check it. See it on site. A page cache is not dictated and the server response time is slow. So you can see a lot on this. So click on the info. You can also see information on the info, the WordPress direct raise and size and all of that. So the next one, export personal data, erase personal data, theme, file editor. So most of those things you will not be using them. It's because it's an introduction. That's why I'm just taking our time to show them and explain them to you. So here you would see, you can see this is how the interface for the export personal data look like. Erase personal data, the same way, interface looking the same way. So you have the theme file editor. So that's an editor that you can be able to show you the code of the theme. Here it's trying to tell you that it's trying to warn you not to make changes. That if you make any changes, it can affect the whole thing. It can affect your theme. So this is where the code for the theme is. The JavaScript, PHP, and HTML, CSS codes, and all of that. You will not really need to make any changes here. You don't need to touch any changes here. It's just for introduction sake that's making me explain this to you. So you could see the different aspects of it there. So the next one, the plugin file editor, the same thing. It's going to tell you, warn you about, you should not just come here and start making any changes. It can crash the whole site. So the next aspect is the settings. Now on the settings, we have the general, the writing, the reading, the discussion, the media, the permalinks, the privacy. So we're going to talk about each and every one of these sections one after the other properly and show you what they can do and what you can do with them and what you cannot do with them. So for this, click on the general. Just want to show you how each and every one looks like. So on the general, you could see this is the general showing you the site title, the site tag. That's what we feed in while we're installing the WordPress. So you see WordPress address here, administrative email, what we used. Can anyone register? If you tick this, there's going to be a registration link on your landing page. A registration link will appear on your landing page, giving people access to register to your site. But this is not a site where people need to register, so I leave this unticked. So if it's not a site where you are collecting any form of registration, or leave this unticked, because this registration is strictly for those who have access to your site. Once they register, they will be able to log into the backend. So, and then the default role you give to them here is what they are going to get when they register. This is subscriber. So we're going to talk about roles also when we get to that session of the training. We talk about how you understand what each of these roles means: the administrator, the editor, the author, the contributor, and the subscriber. So make sure you stay tuned to our channel. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you follow up and stay up to date. Turn on the notification. So here you would see the date format, the time formats you want the site to be showing, time zone format. So yeah, when does the week start on your site? So any day you fix it to start. So if you want to start on Monday, it starts on Monday. If you want to start on Sunday, it starts on Sunday. So whichever day you fix for your week to start, that's when to start counting a new week on your site. So the next one is the writing. You can see writing settings, default post category. If you submit a post, what's the default category you want that post to go to, in case you did not assign any category to it? Now, defaultly, it comes with uncategorized, so you can create a category, come here and switch it to that particular category. Default post format. There are different formats for posts. So whichever format you think best suits you. This is a format for video, audio, status quotes, image, link, gallery, chart, aside, standard. So defaultly is on standard. You can leave it on standard. There's nothing wrong with it. Then mail server, then login name, password, so port, default mail category. All of these will explain what they do later on in the training. So go to reading. So reading, you see your home page display your latest content. We are going to show you how to change that. So you can also change that here if you want. That if you don't want the home page to be showing, sorry, your latest post, if you don't want the home page to be showing your post, you can actually make that changes here, or you can also make it somewhere else. So by the time we come process of the training, you get to understand that how many blogs you want to appear on the page. So yeah, when you go through, you see that. So discussion, it's going to be talking about comment and all of that. So yeah, when you go through it, you also understand. You can just take your time, go through it, read it. You see, self-explanatory. Remember, if you have any question, you can always ask on the comment box, and our team is there to respond to you. So thumbnail size, media, large file, uploading documents. So, and permalink, as the way it will appear on the browser tab. That's what the permalink means. What you're seeing here now, this is an example of permalink. So how do you want it to appear? This is where you set that up. So we'll get to that also. We'll explain that. So the next one is the privacy. You can see there's a privacy, tell you to assign a privacy and policy page, or you create one, policy guide and all of that. So yeah, so that will be all. This is a collapse. If you want to collapse the whole of this menu to the left, so you click on this. So that brings us to the ending of today's class. So in today's class, we're just doing an introduction of the WordPress dashboard. So if you have any question at all, use the comment section. So if you drop your questions in the comment section, we will respond to them as fast as possible. So one other thing again, this is where you get to log in and log out. If you hover on this image icon here, you will see this is you can also access the profile editing here of the use of that particular user that is logged in, and you can log out from here. So if you come here, this new section here, if you hover on it, you will see different options will come out. So if you want to create a page post and you don't want to come here and all of that, so you can do them here. You can create a post here, a page, you can add media, you can add users. So you can see the options here. Now, if there is an additional comment, so you're going to see the comments here. It's going to show you here for the comments. And here is for updates, information on updates. We have one update presently. So that's why this is showing here. And this is your WordPress, um, the name of your business that you installed on, that you wrote while installing the WordPress. So yep, that brings us to the ending of today's section. So thank you for watching and staying true to the end of this class. Yeah, thank you so much. So please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, and please don't forget to share. Subscribe, like, and share. Please, that's going to help this video reach out to lots of other people. So thank you so much, and bye-bye. So stay tuned for tomorrow's section. Thank you.